Say, Mac.
Yes.
Just to make sure that I understand this time travel thing, what time did we land here this time?
In the meantime, I'm pretty certain that today is Thursday morning.
Barbecue Thursday?
Exactly. Our trip has taken a total of approximately minus 12 hours. I will arrive in Kuvak tonight.
The sun is just rising in the southern quadrant, so I'm already sound asleep in the balloon.
And I'll get into the chrono car in Porta Rustica. Unimaginable, I know.
Yeah, for someone as unimaginative as you, maybe. Does that mean that we now exist twice?
Yes, until we steal the time pod tonight.
Oh, steal is such an ugly word. How about borrow it for a test drive?
Oh, so you intend to return it?
Yeah, exactly. And then it was stolen from us. We're the victims here.
Fascinating how you change the story according to requirements.
Hey, history is written by winners. Why do you think that our past tense selves will behave the same way again?
Very simple. Because we're not reset down there, but here.
Huh?
This evening, in the past time loop, there was only one Machronicle in existence. The one on Elysium. After all, the other one stole the time pod. And as that one's memories are now in my head, it is safe to assume that the one down there comes away empty-handed.
So much for simple, huh? What's causing these time resets?
I'd like to know that too. Someone is obviously using the crank on the chrono car. Unfortunately, we have no way of preventing it while we're up here. This is the end of time as we know it.
Well, you make it sound so negative. I don't think this day will be repeated forever, because if that were true, how could we have been able to travel into the future earlier? Huh?
Galloping Gandalf. You're right.
Yeah, well, I guess that means you can turn the red alarm back off, huh?
Above all, it also means that there is a lot more going on here than we thought.
Than you thought. I strictly refuse to think until the consequences of my actions have become available for analysis. Actually, I can piece that together for myself.
You do that. It won't make any difference anyway.
Say, Mac.
Yes.
Can you please stop Goal next time? Without her, this place would get pretty bleak after a while.
Impossible. When she passed by here, I was still stuck in the duct. I also think your plan is pretty self-centered.
Oh, you find me self-centered? How many times have you saved the world? Or plunged to your death for others, huh?
Remember, you have not done any of those things as of yet.
Well, I see that a little differently. I think I've earned an "and if they haven't died" for a change. Don't you want to come out of there?
No, this is not our time. We shouldn't touch anything.
What nonsense. Those who never touch anything leave no traces. And that goes for time exactly the same way it does for Wenzel's pudding. What do you think we should do?
I'm at my wit's end. The high boat has left, and with it our only chance of getting to Deponia on time.
I wasn't planning on it anyway.
But Rufus, you have to. Or do you really think that you can get by without a planet under your feet in this timeline?
I can save Deponia from here. I just need to go to the Council of Elders and... Inspiration! If I prove to the Council of Elders that Deponia is inhabited, then the inspection is unnecessary. They'll call the high boat back.
Jumping jellyfish. Then we would still get to Deponia in time, in order to prevent the time reset.
Or I could just stay with Goal on Elysium. Final fanfare, curtain, happy end, standing ovations.
And the next day, exactly the same curtain will rise again, and then again, and again.
That's show business. See you later.
Or earlier.
Or both.
That sound was not cool, cat! Try again.
Everything here reminds me of gold. Although, if you want to be picky, I haven't actually met her yet. Ouch! Hot! Are you one of the elders?
Yes, but don't get all excited. The Council of Elders doesn't meet again for a week. Unless, of course, if someone wins 10,000 fun points in the Fun Zone competition. But the competition has only just started and can't be done in a day. So why don't you just relax and pet some cute striped sables instead?
Why not? Well, because... Damn it, he just has a better argument. Are you one of the elders?
What I am is particularly busy right now, so beat it.
First things first. The vending machine for your own personal worst-case scenario. Caution, bones and teeth are not automatically removed. Are you one of the elders?
I'm not on duty, if that's what you are asking.
But it's an emergency!
Nonsense. There are no emergencies on Elysium. We have a machine that prevents all problems. It's called computer.
Everything here reminds me of gold. Although, if you want to be picky, I haven't actually met her yet. Hey, that actually works! Works! Huh? Is this the right place? I wanted the Council of Elders, not assisted living. Yuck! They're all waxy. Looks like the sun melted them a bit. Ouch! Hot!
What are you doing?
What do you think? I'm accelerating your tanning process.
Oh, how friendly of you. Thanks. Although, don't you hear that alarming sizzling sound?
Yeah, that's just your pigments throwing a party.
And the smell?
It's a barbecue party.
Ah, how nice.
Hey you, wake up.
I'm awake.
I absolutely have to speak to the Council of Elders.
With pleasure. In a week's time, we have our administrative intersessional meeting with blueberry muffins. Don't forget to bring a cake fork with you.
I can't wait that long. We're locked in a time loop. I need to speak to them today.
An extraordinary meeting? You're having a laugh. That only happens if there's a catastrophe. Or, of course, if someone reaches 10,000 fun points.
But... I absolutely have to speak to the Council of Elders today.
An extraordinary meeting? You're having a laugh. That only happens if there's a catastrophe. Or, of course, if someone reaches 10,000 fun points.
We're locked in a time loop.
Yes, on Elysium, every day really is just like another. Simply wonderful.
I'm talking temporal anomaly here. The entire space-time continuum is on the verge of collapse.
Oh, I don't know much about that kind of thing, I'm afraid. My areas of responsibility are keeping the minutes and supplying baked goods. Perhaps you should have an audience with the Council of Elders next week.
Oh! You have to stop the high boat.
I can't make a decision like that, but I can have an extra Danish brought to you at breakfast as a consolation.
Although, can I get one today?
No.
Double. I can prove that Deponia is inhabited.
Really? That would certainly make my I Heart Utopia scarf obsolete. Nonetheless, that's sensational news.
Apparently not sensational enough to get your fat ass out of that hammock.
Precisely. If your story is true, the inspection team will confirm it within a few weeks. In the meantime, I could work on a Deponian's sorry we almost wiped you out scarf.
I can't get 10,000 fun points.
Patience. We set the score that high on purpose, so that it's impossible to achieve it in one day.
But there only is this one day, and then it all repeats itself.
You mean your points account has been deleted?
Kinda, sorta.
Then we should get the computer core checked out. I'll send someone over.
Finally.
First thing tomorrow.
No! Who's turning red?
What do you mean?
You have scarlet skin. You're suffering from hydrant pigment. You're as red as a pepperoni.
Oh dear. How embarrassing.
Exactly. Shame on you. Thanks for nothing.
No problem. It's my job.
As the gooey residue of melted pleasures dripped through his fingers, he asked himself, is this the irony of fate, or just another side effect of inhaled plastic vapor? What can I say? As red as Tuck's nose at the Mud Cake Festival.
Woohoo! A guest! Come in, make yourself at home. Have a biscuit.
Him again.
Ow! What are you doing?
I'm just cleaning up a little.
That really hurts!
Aren't you programmed to make people happy?
But it was wonderful how you sounded out the load capacity of my sensory functions.
My pleasure.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for the index with the fun points.
No problemo. Simply switch to drive G. Then go into the folder called Fun Zone, Data, Fun Points.
Wait a second, not so fast. What do I switch?
The drive. Just type G, colon.
And so it begins. I don't want to type. I want to know where the index is.
What do you want the index for?
I want to increase my fun points.
Impossible. G is a system drive. Read only. Physically protected.
Remember this, Ronnie. Nothing is ever physically safe. From Rufus. And voila! Another masterpiece of psychoactive future origami.
What the devil are you doing? I suddenly feel so wickedy.
I'm just making sure that you remember my score. I need the 10,000 fun points to convene the Council of Elders.
That sounds funny. What are fun points?
What are fun points? Listen, have you finally blown a fuse or something?
Maybe. I feel very strange. I think there's something wrong with my hard drive. Could you take a look?
So, I can't see anything wrong. Basically, there's nothing to see here.
That's probably because you formatted my database.
I did what?
Whoosh! All gone. But hey, it ain't all that bad. most of it was just ballast anyway. Service port control systems, security protocols, genetic codes for extinct species. Pfft, who needs it?
Extinct species?
Yeah, sure. Elysium is a bit like an ark after all. But don't worry, the database can be filled up again in 2 hoots of Satchmo's horn. You've just got to scan in the animals again, one by one. Wait, I'll turn the scanner on. Beep! You see? No biggie.
But what about my fun point index?
Empty. 2 toots of the horn. Why?
Because I still need 10,000 points.
Oh yeah. Wait up. Beep boop brr, boop, 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 brr. So, 10,000 points registered.
What? Really?
Sure. No problem without those pesky security protocols. That's all right for you, ain't it?
You can bet your last drop of coolant.
My pleasure. Drinking water supplies are drained. Party! Woohoo!
Somehow the screen was fuller earlier.
That's because the genetic codes folder has been deleted. But don't worry, the database can be filled up again in 2 hoots of Satchmo's horn. You've just got to scan in the animals again, one by one.
And where can I get the animals if they've been deleted?
You don't need to do it straight away. This is Elysium after all. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Hooray!
Attention, attention! An important announcement! The 10,000 fun point horizon has been broken! Cease all petting activities immediately, and
Spare your efforts. I'm all petted out for now. There's a crisis here. Something is wrong with the animal database. The system just won't cough up any more striped sables. How are the poor citizens expected to sweeten their everyday lives if there aren't any striped sables to stroke?
which poor citizens? I don't see anyone here except you.
Hardly surprising. There aren't any striped sables to stroke anymore. What a disaster.
Stop! Ah! Immediately!
Does that mean you're finally ready to come with me?
Wrong! The hair on my back needs waxing first.
You gotta be kidding.
Do I look like I'm kidding?
Nah, more like something I once saw in a freak show.
Ah, that's hot!
Oh, quiet. It's supposed to be like that. It's enjoyable. So, done. Are you finally coming along?
No, I think I trapped a nerve in the process. I insist on another massage.
If your plan was to make me cry, you've almost done it.
Oh, you again? What is it?
I have 10,000 fun points.
Oh, congratulations. What a shame the elders are currently dealing with service problems in the chill-out zone. But don't worry, as soon as the bugs are resolved, you'll have your audience. And then there'll be freshly baked brownies for everyone.
Oh, a little less. Suppose someone had deleted Ronnie's database. Would that be very bad?
Don't worry, my boy. That cannot happen. Someone would have to break intentionally into the computer core and manipulate the hard drive. No one's that stupid.
Or so daring and cunning.
No, I did in fact mean stupid. After all, they would risk destroying Elysium.
Oh, shut your face. Thanks for nothing.
No problem. It's my job.
Shall we give Lovebird Grey another go?
But Sugar Plum, we've already decided that it's too gloomy for us.
Maybe you should get an expert opinion.
Oh, I didn't even see you coming.
What can I say? I'm like climate change, but you can call me Rufus.
Oh, you're a real joker. I'm Henna, and that's my husband Tanner.
We're the new neighbours.
We've got a little problem setting up home.
We just can't find the right curtains.
The sissy soft drapes have these great conservative frills, but the pattern's not traditional enough for us.
The lint-bound blinds, on the other hand, are pretty middle of the road, but they aren't quite namby-pamby enough.
You know how it goes. In a marriage, crises come with the territory.
Oh no, nothing can cast a shadow on our love.
Apart from perhaps the right curtains when we close them for a little smoochy-woochy.
Ugh. How about goosebumps? When I hear you talk like that, my skin crawls.
Unfortunately, Goosebump is only available in the colours Squirrel Bath and Slime Bag. Perhaps we should have them send some more patterns after all.
I don't know. I find the selection suits you. How about this silverback gorilla hair?
Oh yes, that's pretty.
Ever so masculine, too.
So soft.
And so classy. Oh, silver is very much in at the moment. It's the new mauve, don't you know?
But nonetheless timeless.
Then it is decided.
Finally!
Here, keep these samples. We don't need them anymore.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Plague spit monitor lizard. Updating database and writing to cartridge. Scanning DNA sample. No species detected. The sample is synthetic.
Nah, should have known.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Sable striped bear. Updating database and writing to cartridge. Scanning DNA sample. No species detected. The sample is synthetic.
Another dud.
Scanning DNA sample.
Hey, that was my hand!
Detecting species. Clown clone.
Say what? Are you calling me a clown clone?
Updating database and writing to cartridge.
Ugh, what nerve.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet, of course.
Oh,
yes, that's just right. It's fluffy, has sable stripes, and isn't too aggressive. Oh, what a delight.
Bravo! Fantastic! Da capo!
I knew I had the makings of a successful producer, and I haven't even begun to cancel vacations yet. What are you doing just sitting around here? I have 10,000 fun points and demand my audience.
Oh, congratulations, but I'm a bit engaged right now. There's something wrong with the gastrobots. Guests are promised food and drink served in a cozy atmosphere, but the food is inedible. Look!
Ew.
Exactly. Not only that, there are fish swimming in the 40-centiliter drinks. As long as these problems remain, my presence here is of the highest priority.
Mwah. So, this is now a matter for the boss.
That's good. Get this monstrosity out of my sight before the other guests see it. This restaurant will have to remain closed for as long as high-quality nutritional dishes are not available.
Oh dear. I can't pour this drink into the blender as long as that alcohol-dependent little fish stares at me with his cute little chunky eyes. Hang in there, little Tuckleberry Finn. I'll mix you and you home. And I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with a drink for that old fart over there in the process. I knew I would have made a good bartender. There's nothing like the smell of fresh ground maggot. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious maggot sausage. Here you go. Compliments of the chef.
Ah, German veal sausage. And there's me thinking that our kitchen was unable to prepare this, after all. The main ingredient is a hotly guarded secret.
And if my guess is right, one to take to the grave. cap! I knew I had. I haven't even been. Here you go. A completely fish-free drink.
Indeed. I always knew that personally attending to this problem would pay dividends.
I once and for all demand my audience. I need to speak to them today.
And you will receive it. At least I have a grip on the situation here at last. Just tell me when the other two are ready. And until then, I will enjoy my food and drink served in a cozy atmosphere.
Yeah, you do that.